What's up, everybody? It's Hey John. I jab opportunities nonstop. And in today's video, I'll be covering some Dogecoin news and, of course, the Dogecoin charts. So let's check it out and get to it. Okay, so we have some news going on here. For example, Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, is now offering a $25 gift card. Yes, $25 if you buy merchandise on his website with cryptocurrency, such as Dogecoin, Bitcoin, or whatever you want to use, really, right? So that's pretty cool because Mark Cuban is promoting, well, cryptocurrency, and we like cryptocurrency. It's a good thing. So thank you, Mark Cuban, for doing that. That's awesome. Another note also is that we're seeing Elon Musk tweeting about the Dogecoin update 1.14.4. Well, why is that important? I'll tell you why. Because 1.14.4 is the update that if more miners adopt it, we can reduce the fees by 10x. So instead of 1 Dogecoin, it'll cost you 0.1 Dogecoin per transaction. But this is dependent of miners adopting this, okay? So if you're a miner, you're thinking, well, why would I want to take a lower fee if I'm mining, right? So for them, it doesn't make as much sense, and we do need the miners to do the work for us in order to validate transactions. So when Elon Musk tweets about this right here, this is sending a signal saying, hey, Dogecoin miners, Dogecoin investors, Dogecoin believers, well, start believing in the 1.14.4 update, because that will cement Dogecoin being a transactional currency. And in order for that to happen, we need lower fees. Case in point. Okay, that's all there is to it. On another note, we're seeing Bitcoin having $70 billion worth of Bitcoin as of this recording being held by institutional investors. And that equates to about 7.85% of the coins circulating the market as of the moment here. And the reason why this is phenomenal is because 7.85% of the market is now held by institutional investors. Usually these folks buying it, they don't paper hand. They have managers, they have asset managers, and they, I would say, know what they're doing. And with Bitcoin and Dogecoin, it's a very simple concept. You buy and you hodl and you wait, and then you see tons and tons of profits. And if these institutional investors just hold up the supply, as in there's 7.85% off the market now because these guys and gals are just buying it and hodling onto it, that means that next time you trade, you would have to trade lesser Bitcoins to increase the value, because these coins are not for trade. So that means you're trading on a smaller amount of coins, and it's easier to push a price up. But of course, though, eventually these institutional investors, they will be selling for profit because, well, they have people to pay, right? And of course, they have shareholders who want to take their share and their money and profits. So eventually they will be selling as well, and they will be liquidating some of the position, but not all of it. But in the interim, though, for us as Bitcoin and Dogecoin lovers, this is fantastic because this means that Bitcoin and Dogecoin is going to go to the moon. And the fact that we're seeing more and more institutional investors coming into Bitcoin market is the beginning, right? I would say Bitcoin is the beginner and the first cryptocurrency in the world to entice and bring in the big monies. Well, eventually they're going to want to go into other markets because, well, they like their monies. And after that, it'll be Ethereum, it'll be Cardano, it'll be Dogecoin. Usually anything in the top 10, it may get some eyes and looks from the institutional investors. But currently, Bitcoin is the safest one because, as you know, they are a storage of value. And now we're even seeing companies, yes, companies holding their cash. Nope, they're trading in their cash and they're holding in Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin is an increasing asset, not a decreasing asset. I mean, there's volatility, but overall, though, if you look at Bitcoin and you hodl long term, it's only going up. Just like the S&P and stock market, if you buy and hold long term, it goes up. This is why they say time in the market is greater than timing the market. So let's go ahead and get into the charts, all right? On a daily here, we're seeing a new moon, right? So that's usually an indicator of a bullish movement up to the upside. However, though, the last video I made on Friday, I said, hey guys, we need to stay above 29.11 and confirm it to the upside here, 3 or 4 days. And I said, you know what, if that happens, we can see more potential upside movement to about 33 cents or 34 cents in this case here. So with that being said, so far, we're seeing a 3-day rundown from Friday. And that makes sense because it's a weekend. And I was saying to you folks, usually weekends are a weak trading event for Dogecoin, normally speaking. So this was no exception. That's okay. So that means that come Monday here, we're seeing 3 days of continuous lower lows and higher lows. So is that a bullish thing for Dogecoin? Not really. But the long-term effect that we're seeing 29 cents or 29.07 here as a resistance, we've tapped it twice now and got rejected twice. And each time it gets rejected, it gives a lower low. But of course, the key number to watch here, in my opinion, would be 25.096, okay? If 25.096 gives out, then that means we're going to see 22.15 in the near term, okay? But of course, as long as we can bounce off 22.15, that is another monumental support because it took us, let's see here, how many days did it take us for to break out of it? It took us 29 days, almost a month, to break out of 22.15. So if we get around to 22.15, I'm pretty sure we're going to bounce off it. Only question is, how high and how hard are we going to bounce off it? That's the only question. So when that time comes, I will be covering it as well. But as of the moment, though, I believe that 22.15 is going to be a very strong support. So if you're looking into a swing trade or buy the dip opportunity, I would say look around there. So that's what I see from a chart perspective on a daily here. So overall, we could potentially trade in a channel between 22.15 up to 29 cents. It's all determined by the markets and how people are feeling and how much money they want to throw into the markets, though. So we need to watch and wait and see currently, all right? Let's go into the 4-hour time frame to see what's going on. Yep, on the 4-hour time frame here, I'm seeing more of a hill action. And I told you guys on many occasions, usually when you see a hill, it is usually a bearish sign for any asset, cryptocurrency, stocks, whatever. I'm seeing a hill right now, so currently we're in a downtrend. That is no bueno. That is not what you want to see. But it's okay though, right? We trade markets and that's how they trade. They go up and they go down. The current trend though is a downtrend on a 4-hour time frame, and it was indicative of the 3 days on a daily chart, right? We saw higher lows every single day for the past 3 days. But again, I do want to emphasize weekends are low volume, and usually I don't give them too much credence anyways. So just saying. So currently we're seeing the RSI on the 4-hour time frame. It looks like it's going into bearish territory, and we're seeing the MFI, the money flow indicator, starting to come out. So this tells me money is outflowing out of Dogecoin. That means people are selling their Dogecoins right now because they see a dip buying opportunity, and the dip is going to be 22.15. The current resistance on the 4-hour time frame as of this recording is 28.08. So if the bulls cannot stay above 28.08 on a 4-hour perspective, then you know what? I'm pretty sure we're going to see some more downside and potentially see 22.15 in the near term. Let's go ahead and check the 1-hour time frame to see what's going on a more microscopic view here. On the 1 hour, it's even more evident because there are more sticks here, but I'm seeing lots of institutional activity coming in here. So this tells me that, okay, we're seeing a potential bottom here, right? Because our past bottom on a 1-hour time frame was around 26.85, and now we're seeing a new bottom at around 27.28. Very small difference, about 0.004, right? Very low, very small, but we're seeing a higher low on the 1-hour time frame. But the only question is, can we go and break above 3.00, 30 cents in other words? If we can do that, then you know what? I would say it's very likely and possible that Dogecoin can break out of this downward trend I would say is temporary in nature, but as of the moment though, we're trading in a downward trend, in a downward channel. So this concludes the video. So of course, I want to say to you, thank you very much for watching my video. If you found this video helpful in any which way, please give it a like because YouTube likes that, and give it a subscribe and notification bell. So when I drop these hits, you will get notified. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you on the next one.